been very nice doing this crossing with this no heaven. Considering the weather that we had most of the trip 2.5, 3.5 meters wave with some bigger ones. But we did adapt the steering of the vessel, considering the angle of the waves and the angle of the wind, and the response of the boat has been nice and sweet. It goes up and down of the waves with no problem, with comfort, and very nice. We had most of the trip the waves and the wind coming from there. When the angle did change, we did change the steering, and the steering is working just smooth. Very good design, and the water lines are fantastic.
We made it! Such an amazing feeling. I think the last kind of 10 or so days have been, now I'd almost say, a little bit of a blur. But the first half, I think, sort of seemed to go quite slowly. The second half just went by in a flash. Crazy to think what started as, effectively 5 people, some of which were strangers. I think we now have a camaraderie and a bond that will go sort of for a long time. Absolutely loved the experience. Learnt so much. I don't even know where to start on that, but loads about the boat. Learned a lot about myself, I think. I was quite looking forward to the personal challenge of the idea of the Atlantic, because I think that that's something that, literally, say 4 months ago, I was sitting at my desk job, and even being on a boat wasn't necessarily in the future. So to have now done, I did a tally today actually of our miles since I joined the boat a few months ago. We've done 5,297, I think it was, so sort of 5,300, which is pretty amazing. But really happy to be here in Barbados. Sad to be saying goodbye to half of the crew, and just looking forward to exploring the Caribbean. Thanks for joining us on the trip.
So we did it. We arrived in Barbados just a couple of hours ago. We're just now waiting on customs processes and PCR tests. A chance to reflect really on what has been an amazing journey for us. I think the first thought I have is what a humbling experience it is, in the sense that so many people do it with a lot or facilities that aren't anywhere near as good as the ones that we've enjoyed. Thank you to all you folks that have been watching us on this journey, for all the questions. It's been kind of part of our entertainment in the pilot house. We've really enjoyed having you along for the ride with us. It's been an amazing trip, and everybody's now, it's kind of a little sad. Everybody's kind of organising flights and ready to head home for Christmas, which is great. But it's been interesting, to come together as a team, work so closely, and now be moving off into our own directions. So in terms of next steps or next sailing adventures, not quite sure. I mean, we've got a little way to go on this one yet. We're heading up to Fort Lauderdale in the New Year's, and gonna get a bit of work done on the boat after the long crossing. And then I guess for me, there's always the Pacific, so getting down Panama, Galapagos, Tahiti, Auckland would be great, or the reverse, Auckland to Tahiti, etc. But I'm kind of tempted, have to say, don't tell James Leishman, but I'm kind of tempted to get something a little bit bigger. I've got some friends that I know would like to join me, and I think that could make for a very exciting next trip.